Welcome to Community Media's Tuesday Live Trivia. I am Eliza Jane, and I'm with my co-host Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good to welcome to all those of you enjoying around the globe. Welcome to the program. Hopefully you win tonight. Is our champion, Greg Weaver, in the house tonight?
He is MIA tonight. I think the pressure's too hot.
Yeah, so it is wide open. Why don't you tell us about our special guest for tonight's show?
We have Kirk Brouchard. Hi, Kirk.
Hey,
how are you?
How's everybody? Howdy.
Live from Las Vegas.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us about yourself?
I haven't placed any bets on tonight's trivia competition, even though I could have. It's hot in the sports bookers.
What's the early line on Dream? Since Dreamweaver is not in, it's wide open,
it's
right?
Wide open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's wide open. I mean, I'd say I'm a favorite. I'd give myself that level. I'm pretty good at trivia. Like I said, I researched. I watched last week's episode. That was the extent of my research. But yeah, I'm ready. It'll be fun. I love trivia stuff.
Well, then the pressure's on.
It was an interesting little tidbit. You had to study the stats, but the lady who finished second actually answered one more question correctly, but not with the deft quickness of Greg Weaver.
So you got to be quick.
Speedy fingers.
Yeah. There's a little dexterity issue involved. So
you can answer the same amount of questions, but if you don't answer quicker than your opponent, you could lose the game.
Right.
So we had a record crowd last week enjoying the show. We hope to build on it. If you're watching in Timbuktu or Kalamazoo, welcome to the program. You can play in any time zone live. You just have to figure out what time it is. It's 7 p.m. here every Tuesday night. So we welcome you to the show.
Log on to communitymedia.net/trivia to play along. Let's introduce our panelists. We have Christopher. He's back. Hi, Christopher.
Hey.
Nice
Special guest
again.
Kermit in the background in honor of St. Patty's Day.
Mortimer, Snurd, and Superman.
Wow.
Lots of special
Hall of
guests.
Heroes.
And Pete Sox is back. Hi, Pete.
Hey, everybody.
Pete, 2 weeks ago, a fortnight ago, you were the champion.
I was.
Looking to get back into that trifle turf.
My Achilles heel, Greg, is not here.
There you
He's
go.
not. Tonight might be the night.
The people in Vegas, they might have you as the favorite, like 6'5", maybe. I don't know. What?
And Zach's back.
Hey,
How's it
happy
going?
to round off the bottom. So
Yeah, and great background in honor of St. Patty's Day. And center square, the new Paul Lind. Corey's back in the house.
Be back one.
Yeah, welcome, Corey. He's across the hallway, looking to be a contender. He's kind of been hanging around.
He has been.
Making some noise. Good job.
Well, we will see who's the competitors tonight as we start the trivia game. I wonder who will be the winner.
10 seconds. We'll talk more with Kirk and all of our guests later in the program.
Can't wait to see. All right. Originally, from the cartoon series Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? By Hanna-Barbera, what breed of dog is Scooby-Doo? Labrador Retriever, Doberman, Great Dane, or Weimariner? If you know your dogs, you should know this one.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
It seems very tricky.
Whoobie
This is
who.
Originally, which makes me think that it may not be what it turned into.
Well, guess what? It was the Great Dane.
Was a
All
Great
right.
Dane.
B. Moore, with a quick strike, takes the lead. Bacon in the bronze. Marie Curie was the first woman to be awarded 2 Nobel Prizes. The first in 1903 was for physics. But which was the second? In 1911, was it peace, literature, economics, or chemistry?
This one's a tough one.
Madame Curie, I believe.
Gotta know your
Most
history.
people went with D, chemistry. Yeah, she's definitely a scientific lady,
She definitely is.
not literature, peace, or economics. So there we go.
B. Moore still hanging at 1.
Yeah. Danny Weaver trying to uphold the family tradition. Kirk Brouchard.
Which former First Lady initiated the Let's Move campaign to help reduce childhood obesity by getting kids exercising and eating healthy? Barbara Bush, Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, or Rosalind Carter?
Let's
move. You know, that campaign should just continue.
It should.
I think kids should
It
just
should.
keep moving. Put those phones
Jill
down.
Biden will bring it back.
Yeah.
And Michelle Obama was
Obama.
the correct answer.
The panelists are quiet. I think they're nervous. Brother
Yeah.
from another mother in
Kirk
first.
Broussard moving up to ninth, quietly under the radar. What was the 1963 debut UK album by the Beatles? Was it Introducing the Beatles, Meet the Beatles, Beatles for Sale, or Please, Please Me?
I think I messed this one up.
Yeah, because
Please,
they
Please Me
renamed
was-
the albums when they came over to the U.S.
A musician should know this.
Yeah. Meet the Beatles, the most popular answer. Please, Please Me.
Whoa!
Who knew? I think the answer would be different in the U.S.
And Bacon moves to second.
Very good, Bacon.
16 players on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Until 2017, when Diana Taurasi passed her who was the WNBA's all-time leading scorer. I'm pretty sure I butchered her last name. Candace Parker, Sue Bird, Tamika Catchings, or Tina Thompson?
Diana Taurasi.
Taurasi.
Yukon
See, I
product.
should have just let you say that. Diana Taurasi.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that graphic is a hint.
Candace Parker, the
That's
most
Snoopy.
popular answer, but it was Tina Thompson.
Tina Thompson.
Nice trivia question. Yeah, that was a good one.
Be more in first.
Very good one. I think she's been retired for probably 10 years. What famous shipwreck was discovered off the coast of Newfoundland in 1985? Was it the Andrea Doria, the RMS Lusitania, the RMS Republic, or the Titanic? You have to know your history and your geography on this one.
Yeah.
I'm praying somebody chose Titanic.
I don't know if it made it that far. Did it?
Well, 44%.
That's the correct answer. Good.
Womp womp. Robin moves to second.
Bag of Hammers third. Look at that.
New player,
Zach
Bag of
fourth.
Hammers. Stemming from the Italian for 40 days, what word became a common reference to a period of 14 days for much of 2020? Social distancing, sequestrian, seclusion, or quarantine?
Sequestration is what you do when you put a witness out in the hallway, but that's not the correct answer.
Quarantine.
Everyone knows you're Italian pretty well. Quarantine. Bag of Hammers. Where is that player from?
We have a lot of new players today.
Yeah, I'll say Robin. Very irrepressible. Number 8, as of 2021, which program has won the most national championships in Division I men's basketball? University of California, UCLA, that is, Duke University, the University of Kentucky, or the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill? Was it UCLA, Duke, UK,
Yeah,
or UNC?
Corey will know this.
Well, B and C can't extend that this year.
Yeah, John Wooden. Does the name legendary John Wooden mean anything to anybody? UCLA, the Bruins, Lou Alcindor, Bill Walton, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bag of Hammers holding down
Good
first
Lord.
place.
Which of these individuals has appeared on currency issued by the greatest number of countries? Queen Elizabeth II, Napoleon Bonaparte, Simon Bolivar, or George Washington?
This is an excellent trivia question.
This one is a good trivia question. And the graphic does not give it away.
Yeah, everybody seemed to think it's Queen Elizabeth. That's what I would have guessed as well because of the Commonwealth, all the different countries. So yeah, good
That's the
question.
correct answer.
Bag of Hammers holding down the fort.
Corey, I'm coming after you, man.
We're bringing up the rear tonight.
Holden's final thoughts in what novel are, it's funny. Don't ever tell anybody anything. If you do, you start missing everybody. Was it The Red Badge of Courage, The Catcher in the Rye, The Grapes of Wrath, or To Kill a Mockingbird? And I can actually say I've read all 4 of those books. That's great. Some great works there. Holden Caulfield, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, is correct.
I was taking that book back the day he died to the
Wow.
library. I think it's my fault that he died.
Ah.
Said I was taking it
She
back.
kept the book. Mainly used in auto racing, on what area of the car would you find the restrictor plate? The brakes, the engine, the grille, or the trunk?
You know, so you don't overfill the trunk, you put in the restrictor plates.
This is for you car guys.
No? You can tell I don't know much about cars.
It's okay, I don't either.
Engine!
Engine.
I guess to keep it from going too fast? Is that the idea? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. See how we learn together. It's a beautiful thing. Kelsey Grammer played Dr. Fraser Crane on the TV show Frasier, which was a spin-off from what other hit show? Was it Cheers, Moonlighting, Dynasty, or Dallas? For extra credit, Mork and Mindy was a spin-off from what show?
That's
You want me
Happy
to
Days.
right off the
Happy
bat?
I
Days.
was going to say Kristen
Yep.
has to know this
Yes.
show.
We can't build that in, but worldwide credit.
I could honestly
Cheers,
imagine
of course.
Dr. Frasier on any of those shows.
Bag of Hammers hanging at first.
Where everyone knows your name, yeah. Impressive. Almost a 100-point lead.
In 1994 and 2004, what famous painting was stolen from the National Gallery and then from the Munch Museum, both in Oslo?
Oslo.
Portrait of a Lady, the Mona Lisa, the Scream, or Poppy Flowers? This one's a tough one.
Edward Munch, perhaps? Wow, the Mona Lisa. That was really tricky. No, it is the Scream. Okay.
It's the Scream.
Most people guessed Mona Lisa because that was stolen and returned, but I think the year was incorrect. Literally meaning cooked twice, what Italian whey cheese is used in dishes such as lasagna and cannoli? Is it ricotta, mascarpone, provolone, or burrata?
On the Robin Williams thing, did you know he got the role when he walked into the audition and sat on his head?
That's
true.
impressive. Ricotta?
Only an alien would go into an audition and do that. That's how he got that role.
Amazing. Amazing actor.
What fruit is also known as an alligator pear? Avocado, cantaloupe, mango, or papaya? An alligator.
Wow.
Is there a crocodile pear as well?
Second trivia question.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Bonus.
I don't think so. Papaya, the most popular answer, but it was
The
the
avocado.
avocado.
Does it look like one?
Things tightening up a little bit at the head of the class. And now we have 17 players. Before running one of the largest American Ponzi schemes, defrauding investors of more than $300 million, Lou Pearlman was a successful dentist, college football coach, airline pilot, or music executive. The infamous Lou Pearlman. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a football coach.
I don't know.
Music executive, the most popular answer. And the correct answer. Wow. Wow, Bag of Hammers
whoever
pulling
you are,
ahead, pulling
Thank you
out,
for joining.
Yes.
stretching it out.
He's a horse that can talk, who is Gumby's best friend, shown here. Mr. Ed, Whiny, Pokey, or Stormy?
I've been called Pokey a few times, like breaking curfew, that kind of thing, you know. And it is. Pokey it is.
Pokey.
I'm Gumby, damn it.
Yeah, Scott
Contrary
joined
to
the game.
belief, the North Star isn't the brightest in the sky, measured by apparent brightness by an observer on Earth other than the sun. What star is the brightest? Canopus, Vega, Regal, or Sirius? How many have had a radio network named after them? I don't think that's the right answer, though. Don't listen to what I say. Just use your dexterity. Sirius was the most popular
That's the most
answer
popular.
and the correct
And correct.
one. I had no idea.
I thought it was called XM.
Bag of hammers not thrown off course. Second brother from another mother right there.
An X-ray is an example of which kind of radiation? Acoustic, electromagnetic, luminous, or particle? What kind of radiation?
Bad.
You know, the panelists is awful
Bad
quiet
kind.
today. They must really be hard at thinking.
They are. We're
Tough game.
trying to drown out the distractions.
I know.
It's like it's an on or off switch. You're either going to get me nonstop or you're going to get me not at all.
Yeah, be careful what you ask
I know,
for.
be careful what I wish
Right.
for. Fine
Bag
line.
of hammers. Who is this bag of hammers? Displaying the soft drinks history since its inception in 1886, World of Coca-Cola is a museum located in what U.S. state capital? Is it Atlanta, Austin, Indianapolis, and Little Rock? And true or false, at one time Coca-Cola used cocaine as an active ingredient.
Yep.
True.
Yeah, but 1914, the Harrison Act outlawed that.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
That's when they started using crack instead.
Wow, bag of hammers.
Brother from another mother and bacon in the top 3.
Threatening an all-time mark here.
Which of these is an example of non-renewable resources? Air, coal, solar energy, or water? Non-renewable.
The little graphic could be helpful. CO2, carbon dioxide. I'd say B as in boy, as in coal. Everybody seemed to hop on that answer.
And coal. Getting down to the wire.
I wonder if Greg Weaver's scouting this game somewhere.
I think he's bagging
Oh,
hammers
no doubt.
in disguise.
Yeah, could be.
He's probably a bag of hammers.
Yeah, that could be. In American Sign Language, the sign for moon is made by placing the letter C over the right eye. What does the C represent? Copernicus, Crescent, Constellation, or Celestial?
Some tough questions this week
Ooh.
again.
I've been throwing darts. That's what I've been doing.
It's full of curves.
They're throwing darts with their eyes closed here.
Crescent, the crescent moon. I like it. Correct answer as well. Bag of hammers.
Wow.
They're battling for second now, it looks like. Not many questions left. 3.
Lightning does in fact strike the same place twice, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. What location has the highest number of lightning strikes per square kilometer? Go ahead,
wow.
Jeff. I'll let you read
Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines, Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia, Lake Maracaibo, Venezuela, or Wellington, New Zealand.
this. Thanks, Jeff. Before I butcher all those.
Lake Maracaibo, the most popular answer and the correct answer.
Did people actually know that?
Of course I knew
Wow.
that.
Goodness.
Look at all those books Pete has back there. He knows everything.
In the language of cats, what kind of mood is your cat in when its tail is curved like a question mark? Nervous, playful, aggressive, or highly focused? I'm a cat lover, but I have no idea what the answer to this is. I don't speak cat, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah, this is another dart throw.
Yeah.
Curved like a question mark, so maybe it's confused.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I would have guessed playful as well. Most popular answer.
I'm with Chris, confused.
Last question. Bag of Hammers is already clinched.
All right, Scott, don't get like a 400 point
What breed
answer.
is this dog? I don't know how to say that wrong. Shiba Inu, Chow Chow, Shar-Pei, or Mongoli?
I don't know, but it
Sorry,
looks
say that
very
first one.
happy.
Is that how you say that first one? Shiba Inu? Shiba Inu?
Shiba Inu.
Shiba
Inu.
Inu. Shiba
Shiba
Inu.
Inu.
Shiba Inu.
Yeah, I don't speak that language either.
It's
Chow Chow. Now you're talking. But it was Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu.
All right,
Looks a little
drum
like a
roll.
tail.
Bag of Hammers.
Hammers.
Should we start? Let's start at the very bottom.
We should.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Here it is. Scott,
Go ahead
17th.
and do.
Corey in
Corey,
16.
you got ahead of you.
Christopher Inlow, 15th. It'll show him again.
Beard in 14th.
Denny Weaver, 13th.
Katie in 12th.
And Zach, 11th.
Molly in 10th.
Kirk Broussard, our special guest, in 9th.
We have Pete in 8th.
2 weeks off a championship. Trying to get back in the mix. Melissa is 7th. Sorry, I talked so long. Now we have, yeah.
Laura in 6th.
The irrepressible Robin in 5th. I did it again.
I should look. Be More in 4th.
Bacon in 3rd.
Brother from
the
another
bronze.
mother is back and he's in 2nd.
The silver and, go ahead, our gold winner.
Bag of Hammers.
Bag of Hammers with 1,593 points.
Way to go, Bag.
How many is that? 19 out of 25 correctly?
Yeah.
Impressive. Second place had 16. Bacon did a fine job as well. And Beemore with the tin cup in
Bacon
fourth.
was sizzling.
Robin, nice job again. Another top
Nice
10
job,
finish.
guys.
So, yeah, this is not like golf where the low score wins. The high score wins.
Look, I think I was making a comeback, and if we had 30 more questions, I'd have caught up.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So if we did the show for another half hour, maybe they would have
Okay,
caught up.
so Chris, let's see. There you are in 15th?
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so I just kind of.
Everyone's self-esteem is intact.
It's a good attitude. I like that.
Right.
So Kurt, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on in the world of comedy and what got you started?
Yeah, I mean, I started like about 2 years ago. Just a friend of mine who also does comedy open mics just messaged me and asked me if I wanted to come watch them. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'm off. And they were like, okay, great, because I signed you up. You're going right after me. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of wanted to for a while probably. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, keeps me entertained. Wasn't performing live a whole lot last year, but
No.
but I met a few people the year before that allowed me to do some sketch writing and filming some things, which I've always enjoyed doing that. Done some comedy songs, so it's kind of been fun to do those on some online shows and performances, things like that.
Where are you from, Kirk? Originally, before you had
Originally
that-
from Dallas, but I moved to Las Vegas about 4 years ago. Yeah, 2017.
So, are they having live shows again in Vegas or not?
Yeah, they are to a degree. It's starting to open up a lot more within like the last month or so. Just different things that some of the actual casinos have opened back up. Things like that, and then just open mics have been coming back as well. And there's been, I don't know, just occasional like backyard shows that people will have like over the shutdown, things like that, where it's, 30 people maybe and 2 or 3 performers, and it's really just kind of a small backyard party, things like that. I don't
Sure.
know. There's been opportunities. I've adjusted to this hermit lifestyle pretty easily, though. Just me and my 2 cats chilling. So it's all right.
So
As
when
good as
your
it can be.
friend said you're on next, you had stuff in the can ready to go? I mean,
I talked about how I was clinically dead for about a minute, like a couple of months after I moved to Vegas. I got attacked in a casino and robbed in a casino bathroom, and I then lost my heartbeat in the back of the ambulance, and they had to shock me into
well,
a
that's not really,
coma.
that doesn't seem funny. I mean,
Oh, I made it funny. There were some ghost references to the movie.
yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, people who know that '90s movie Ghost. I mean, yeah, it was.
Well,
Yeah,
since you brought
there
up
was
the
no like, just no floating in the ambulance, seeing myself there or anything. No, nothing like that. I mean, no Righteous Brothers soundtrack playing. I mean, I don't know. Anything would have been a little better. It was. Yeah.
but was it a good audience? Where was that show when you just got up there?
That was at Rebar, which has since closed down. They were open for maybe halfway through the shutdown, and I think they just couldn't do it financially anymore. They were doing a curbside thing for a bit that was kind of interesting, but yeah, it was a nice little outdoor venue too. Ironically, we did the comedy on the outdoor back patio stage, so I don't know. It was it was a good venue though, and a guy who was hosting it that night is still a good friend of mine.
So do you get, when you go to Vegas, you get an agent?
Nothing like that.
I guess
Nothing
they're
like that
online.
yet.
Yeah.
Nothing like that yet. I'm just kind of hanging in there and doing a lot of writing and performing, and the repetition, and it's just continue to get better for me at this point, and continue to expand the creativity, which the on performances over the shutdown, the quarantine has benefited me. I mean, just networking. I know comics in pretty much any large city in the United States, and then some nationwide. I mean, internationally. Excuse me. So it's networking. Just meeting cool people. We've all got similar interests. We all tell jokes. We just hang out, kind of like we're all hanging out here,
Yeah.
playing trivia, things
Do you
like
share?
that. We're telling jokes.
Do you share jokes?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we say them out loud, but I mean, you don't want to just do someone else's material. That's I don't know. No, none of that. I've seen. There's been a couple of instances where I've seen people on Zoom shows perform professional comedians' jokes, just word for word, and
That can get
I don't know. I have a memory for things like that.
Yeah.
It's not photographic, but audiographic, and I mean, as soon as I hear it, it's like, oh, that's funny, and I'm like, I've heard that before.
I mean,
Type it in
I don't know if
Google,
that's
like,
a copyright violation or how that would be treated, but
it's just you don't want to steal jokes. If
No,
it's,
no. I didn't say steal. I said share. You know.
Parallel thinking, as it's.
Well, here, I'll give you a joke. When they administer capital punishment, do they say slight pinch?
Oh, I don't know.
You can use it if you want. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it away. All right.
I don't know. That's not as shocking as an electrical chair joke. So I guess that's.
That's true. That's true.
So what do you see for your future? What are your goals and ambitions to continue to?
I would like to, I mean, within the next couple of years, be, I guess, financially stable enough based on my full-time job, and to where I could take a few days off here and there. And like I said, cash in on the networking I've done through this and tour. I mean, that's the next step.
Be able to
I don't
travel.
know. And definitely I'm pretty comfortable. I could go around to a few different cities where I know people and get a little stage time, unpaid or not. It takes a while before from all of the comedians who I've watched over the years. I mean, I'm 41. I've been watching comedy since, I was probably 10 and 11 watching George Carlin on HBO, where I probably shouldn't have been, but I was. And I don't know.
Who's your
all
all-time
the best
favorite?
comics, it takes a long time before you get to the point where people need to be paying you. So I just got to keep working towards that. That's my goal, really. Yeah, for the foreseeable future.
Who are some of your comedic gods that you really are fond of?
Carlin, as far as writing goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the target audience for the Chappelle show, and Chappelle, when that came out in like 2000, 2001, I was in college. I mean,
Yeah.
his stuff is always pretty great. Man, I really like Jessica Kirson. Yeah, Jessica Kirson is really funny. She has a couple of things on YouTube available. She's a funny comic out of New York. Joe Gorman is really funny. Just a guy I know from Zoom. But definitely give him a shout out too. Yeah, they're definitely some of my favorites. I enjoy comedy. I do. Just as an art form, I enjoy it. But
I just saw a Carlin in a movie. I can't think of the name of it, but he was actually this character in a movie. They were from outer space or something. It was pretty funny.
Oh, Bill and Ted's?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's what it was. Thank you. Yeah.
Right on. Wasn't he Rufus? Wasn't that his name?
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, I loved that movie when that came out. That's good stuff.
So if viewers want to find you on social media or they want to see some of your work, how are they going to find you?
It's at Kirk B Comedy is basically everything. Kirk Broussard on Facebook. YouTube is Classy Hooligans is a group that I've done a lot of shooting with, directing and acting in some of their sketches. And my YouTube music, I do compositions for like theme songs for friends' shows and podcasts, and it's Beats for Cats on YouTube. So just theme songs and some music stuff on there. Awesome. Other than that, I'll be around.
Panelists, any questions for Kurt?
I would like to know, like, what is your process for bit writing? Like, how has that grown for you?
Usually sometimes it'll just be like some sort of funny thought that I have or a basis of an interaction. And I don't really physically write out a lot of jokes or type them out in full. I'll kind of write a few words and then just kind of run through some ideas and see if anything works and go from there. But I don't know. It's usually turning a situation that even if you as the potential audience thinks you know exactly the direction I'm taking it in, like I'm going to try and take a hard right or something maybe for a punchline.
Totally.
Where it's I don't know. Yeah, it's a process. It's interesting. I mean, I've been successful just writing things off of a single word, just given 10 minutes and just come up with some puns or some short jokes somehow. And I don't know. It's fun.
What's the longest set? Like, how long could you go for as far as a set?
I'd say I'm comfortable that I could do 20 minutes worth of jokes right now and be funny for 12 of those 20 minutes. I am confident. Now, it might be all at the start. That might be the worst 8 last minutes ever, but I'll try and spread it out a little bit. I'd say that. I can do 20 minutes, and it's a pretty good 20 minutes.
That's batting 600. A lot of people will take that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally.
Well, panelists, any parting thoughts? Not that we have to cut away right away, but Corey, impressions of our game tonight?
Lots of dart throwing. I didn't really know too much of the question that came basically in last there, but I still had a great time with the questions.
I appreciate you coming on, Corey.
Not a problem.
Yeah, it was hard. It was harder than the one I watched the other time, yeah.
Pete, what about you? Anything going on the municipal front?
Not a whole lot. Quiet week this week. Things are going well, which is good. Quiet is good.
That's good. So, Chris, what's new in your life?
Wow, nothing I can really talk about right now. Just rehearsing.
Well, the FCC might be watching. I don't know if they are, but they might be watching.
I've got some new things that have just popped up and I've got a film that I'm rehearsing for and some songs. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. Some of it I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about. Some of it I do. And I've talked about it before. So the people last year are going to be like, geez, he's going to talk about that again.
We have all these talented people. It's too bad they can't network and get together, and hopefully they can exchange contact information or website information. And
Well, they're all tagged on social media, so they should be able to add each other.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, and that's why we do what we do. We network, and that's how we grow. So it's
beautiful.
an awesome community.
So,
And Zach, what do you got for us? Anything?
yes, sir.
A soundbite or two?
I got. It's called Livin', and it's really about a celebration of life. So it's not really about. Excuse me. It's really about not giving up. So here we go. Wake up and ready to go, like many times before. Ooh, I got places to be, so come on, can't you see? Let's move on. Oh, you tell me, son. Oh, we come again. So they can step on your place and enjoy the taste of this moment. Well, there ain't no way to run, no way to hide, no way around it. We all gotta face it. My body is numb, stop wasting my time. So live every day like it's your last day living. There you go.
Very nice. Very
Very
nice. Very
nice.
nice.
Hey, that's a perfect song for last year and this year.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
That's a wonderful song.
Winston Churchill was famous for going on and on and on, and your song inspired me. I think it was University of Missouri paid him lots of money to come and give a speech, and it took a while to get to the microphone, and he said he was in an advanced age. He looks out of the crowd. He said, "Never give up," and he sat down. I don't know if that's a true story or not, but he wasn't getting paid by the word, obviously. So never give up. That's great advice for us all.
Absolutely.
I do want to. We had Ray Galker on the set tonight, and he's our founder, and we were happy to see Ray. And Brandon Glorioso does such a great job. I don't want to forget about him making this all possible. Tomorrow's St. Patty's Day. Anybody have any? I mean, it's going to be a subdued celebration. There will be a lot of singing. And Zach, do you have a gig or what's going on?
Tomorrow I'm going to do a live show on Facebook and Instagram. Just something just to lighten the mood and get everybody in a good, mindset. And I'm all about that. So I'll take on any requests or anything like that. Just
Awesome.
something fun.
Nice. How about you, Eliza Jane?
I will be working, so.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll be working tomorrow night.
Oh, my.
Well, I work like a 12-hour shift. so
Well,
I'll
it'll
work.
be a pretty tame night.
Yeah,
So,
pretty tame.
and I
Till
think,
Wednesday.
well, supposedly April, the social life in Pennsylvania is going to open up a little. They're going to go to 75% instead of 50. So maybe you'll just bump St. Patty's Day back a month or something like that. I mean, no law against it.
Yep, who knows?
True.
Well, on that note, we will see you guys next Tuesday on Community Media.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone around the globe, and hopefully you'll win one of these times.
See you next week. Bye.